nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Blaylock. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Rolls right. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Tight end now in motion. They've got him corralled.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. From the gun, runs through the tackle. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Texas and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? He's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll mark the spot on this one just outside the 40-yard line. The DBs will back off a bit. Keeps it moving. It's Blaylock. Breaks the tackle. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. The give. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Sooners have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. All the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives them a first and goal.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
A first down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw fourth down someplace? It's not fourth down, and the punt team's on the field. A sky-high punt. Makes the catch inside the 40. The pursuit and cover. There, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Quick give. It's Wilkins. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Third and long right here. Looking for a gap. It's Walker. There he goes. Past the 20. He's at the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And 3rd and 10 was tough enough, but the hold now makes it 3rd and 20. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. In the red area, it's Walker. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeps it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Motion from the back. First play of this drive. Left side is Hawkins. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. On the run, it's Blaylock. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Rides to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Wants to throw on third down. Can't hang on, after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. On the return. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Blaylock. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football, and we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Taylor wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down. You got to throw to the sticks here. But I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch. He advances it a little bit. Doesn't quite pick it up. But now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense. You've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Breaks into the open. The 40. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down to the pass and getting the sack.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right side, it's Wingo. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Ready.
Looking for space. It's Blaylock. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Blaylock. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's 3rd down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback will keep it. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the Delaware Blue Hens. And it's the Flames coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room.
And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Wide receiver going in motion. Stop right there. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. And is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Line getting set on second down. Red Evan on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Finds his man on the RPO. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll ride him again. Turning it on. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
They'll send the back in motion. Got him on the RPO. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Taylor wants to throw it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Ready? Black 18. Shift.
Got to make the play on 4th. Firing to the right, complete. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Crosses the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the house call coming on the run from the 23. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the shot. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Turns up, it's Moore. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Taylor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
They kick it away on fourth down. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw on first. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Second down, gonna throw it. Got a man, it's Moore. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're gonna bring out the chains to measure this one. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He caught it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the left. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Just going to keep it after the snap. There's a crease. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Under pressure, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Quarterback keeper. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. That's caught. It's Marsh. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Caught.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43.
Here we go. Ready?
Using his feet. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Good, strong tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
3rd and long coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 3rd and long right here. A run for the quarterback. Got the 1st down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
This quarterback part of their running game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hands it off. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just Balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got him downfield. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.